Hi everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In today's session, we will see about checkboxes handling. So we know about checkbox, right? So on the web page, we frequently see such selection boxes. These are basically known as checkboxes. We can select a single checkbox. We can select multiple checkboxes as well. So these are basically checkboxes. We will see some scenarios like how to select specific checkbox by using Selenium in Python, how to select all the checkboxes on the web page, selecting multiple checkboxes based on choice. Suppose I want to select, there are multiple checkboxes and I want to select some specific couple of checkboxes from that checkboxes. So how to do that? That we will see. How to select last two checkboxes, how to select first two checkboxes, and how to uncheck all the checkboxes which are selected. So these are some scenarios we will see in practically. These will cover our checkboxes in Selenium with Python. So now I will just show you, or we can just go to PyCharm. After going to PyCharm, I am just going to create new Python file. So let's create new Python file. I am naming it as checkboxes demo. So we have created one Python file. Now in this Python file, I am just adding some code. So these are basically we are importing some packages for WebDriver, options, service and buy. We have created options class object and we are passing add experimental option with detach value as true. Why we are passing this statement? So we are creating Chrome options. This is the object for options class and we are adding detach as true for experimental option. So it is basically to keep the browser open after the script end. So whenever our script gets executed, if you don't apply this statement, basically if you don't pass these Chrome options with these values, our browser will get terminated as soon as the script gets executed. But we want to see the result, that's why I am keeping it open. So I want to keep the browser open after the script end. Next one is we have created service class object. Here we have created service class object in which we are passing executable path where we have kept our Chrome driver browser. Where we have kept our browser driver. So we are passing executable path here. And this service class object as well as this Chrome options object we are passing in driver instance. So whenever we are creating the driver instance here, in this statement we are creating the driver instance by using webdriver.chrome and here we are passing service class object and options class object. After that we will write driver.get. So we want to open one URL. So I will just use this URL which will contain some checkboxes. So I will just show you what are the checkboxes on this website. So this is one demo page and if you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 checkboxes are there. We can select them, we can unselect them, right? So these are basically checkboxes. Now first scenario which we will see is for selecting a specific checkbox. Now let's say I will first select red checkbox. I want to select this red checkbox. I want to select this red checkbox. Now see how by using automation script we can do that. So first I want to open this website. So this driver.get will launch the browser and it will open this website. After that we want to find out XPath for the specific checkbox. So now let's go to that website. So I am just going to that website. Let's inspect element. Let's inspect element for the red color checkbox. So I want to select this red color checkbox. So now let's try to find out XPath for this. So if you highlight on this, if you see, this is the code, this is the HTML code basically having input tag type equals to checkbox, input type equals to checkbox, and there are other attribute as well. So type is attribute having value of checkbox, name is a attribute with value as color, and value attribute with having value as red. So I will write, let's write relative XPath for this. So 2 times forward slashes, we can write input, that is the tag name, at the rate type equals to, let's say, checkbox. When you use this XPath, if you see, there are total 6 elements are found. All these 6 checkboxes are found by this locator. Now this locator is identifying all the checkboxes, but we want to find out only specific checkbox, that is for red, right? So now let's try. I will use one operator, that is AND operator. So I will simply use AND. What is the unique value for this red checkbox? If you see, value equals to red, so we can use value attribute at the rate value equals to red. So now it is finding only one element, that is this red checkbox. We have used condition at the rate type equals to checkbox, which will highlight all these 6 elements, and value equals to red. Now that there is only one element, value equals to red is having only one element, so this locator will point to this red checkbox. So I am just copying this checkbox, I am just copying this XPath. Let's go to PyCharm and let's write statement driver dot find element by dot XPath. Then we can provide comma and we can write the locator here, and we have to click on it. So if you want to check the checkbox, if you want to select that checkbox, we have to click on it. So I am just writing dot click method. So it should open this website and it should check that checkbox. Now let's execute this file. Now let's run this file. So it is launching the browser. It will open the website, and if you see, it has already checked the red checkbox. So this is how we can use XPath of this red checkbox, and we can click on it. Now what I will do, I am just closing it. Now what I want to do is, let's say I am just maximizing window as well. So after opening this website, how to maximize the window? Driver dot maximize window. So it will maximize the window, and here we have used for red checkbox. Now if I want to select, let's say I want to check orange checkbox. So let's go to this web page and observe the XPath for this orange. So what is the difference here? Input type equals to checkbox, name equals to color. It is common for all the 6 checkboxes, but value is different. Now here value is orange. So instead of at the rate value equals to red, if I put value equals to orange, so it should click on orange checkbox. Now let's execute this file one more time. So let's execute this file. So it will launch the browser, it will maximize the window as well, and it has already clicked on this orange checkbox. If you see, orange checkbox is clicked. So I'm just closing it, or let's minimize it. So this is how we have seen the scenario where selecting a specific checkbox. Now let's say I want to select all the checkboxes. I want to select all the checkboxes at once. How to do that? So for that, what we have to do is, while writing this, so first we have to find out the locator. First we have to find out the locator which will point all the checkboxes. We have already seen it, right? When we used, I am just using Control F, 2 times forward slashes, 2 times forward slashes, input tag, we are writing the relative XPath at the rate type equals to, when we are using at the rate type equals to checkbox, it is highlighting all the 6 elements, all the checkboxes here. So this is the locator which we can use to find out all the locators, all the checkboxes, right? So I'm just copying this XPath. I'm going to PyCharm. So which method we have to use here? For single element, we have seen already, right? For single element, we can use driver.findElement. But now we want to capture multiple elements. We want to capture all the XPath. We already have the locator which is pointing to all the 6 checkboxes. So we, instead of driver.findElement, we have to use driver.findElements method. So by using driver.findElements, after that by.xpath, let's pass the XPath locator value here, and it will locate it. So basically what it will return? It will return a list. It will return a list which will contain all the 6 web elements. So I will just create a new variable. Let's say I am creating my elements equals to driver.findElements by.xpath, and this is the locator which is pointing to, or which is returning all the 6 checkboxes. These 6 checkboxes will be stored in my elements. It is a list. It is a list data type. My elements is a list. So now after creating this list, I want to click on all those checkboxes. So how to do that? We can use for loop, for ELE in my elements. So we are using for loop, for element in my elements. We want to click on it, right? So element dot click, element dot click. So it will click all the elements, it will select all the elements. Now let's execute this file and let's check the output. So what will happen is, in this my elements, all the 6 checkboxes web element will be stored, and when we are using this for loop, in the first iteration it will take out first element and it will click on it. In the second iteration it will check for second checkbox, it will click on it. For third iteration it will store that third checkbox element in this element and it will click on it. Similarly it will go up to 6 web elements are clicked properly. So now let's execute this file. So let's run this file. So when you run this file, now we can see the output. So it is launching the browser. If you see, all the 6 checkboxes are clicked one by one. I will just execute one more time. I am just closing this browser and let's execute this file one more time. Let's run this file. Now let's run this file. It is launching the browser and all the 6 elements are clicked, right? So this is how we can click all the checkboxes. All the 6 checkboxes got clicked. So I am just closing it now. So far we have seen selecting a single checkbox. We have also seen how to select all the checkboxes by using driver.findElements method. So we have used driver.findElements. Then we have passed the locator which is pointing to all the 6 checkboxes, and then by using for loop we have clicked on all the checkboxes. Now the next scenario which we will see is, so far we have seen selecting specific checkbox and all checkboxes. Now we will see how to select multiple checkboxes based on choice. Now we will see the scenario where we are selecting multiple checkboxes based on choice. For example, let's say in this list I want to select only yellow, orange and green. Only these 3 checkboxes I want to select. I want to select only yellow, orange and green. Now how to do that? Let's see how to do that. So I am just going back to PyCharm. I am just commenting or removing this part of code. So up to this point, basically what we are doing is we are finding out all the 6 checkboxes and we are storing it in my elements list. Now I want to select only 3 from the 6. I want to select yellow, orange and green. Now let's observe it. Every checkbox is having unique attribute, that is value, which is yellow for yellow, red for red and blue for blue. So we can use this. Or what we can do is, we can first get attribute value and we can check if the attribute value is matching to red, yellow and blue, then only click on the checkbox. So to do that, I will just add again for loop for ELE in my elements. After that, I want to get the value for value attribute, right? So I want to get attribute value for value. So how to do that? We have seen in previous session, right? So I will simply use ELE dot get attribute method. By using get attribute method, we can pass for which attribute we want to pick out the value. So we want to check for value attribute. So value is an attribute having the value of yellow, right? Value is an attribute name and yellow is a value. So what I will do, get attribute of value. So it will return whatever the value for get attribute value method, right? So it will return whether the value is red, yellow, blue, orange, right? After that, I will simply add one condition. If I can simply add condition, or we can store it as well. So if you create here for element in my elements, let's give the name as value equals to this one. It will fetch the value and it will store it in the value. Then after that, I can use one condition. If value equals to which three one we want, yellow, orange and green, equals to yellow, or I will use OR operator, or value equals to orange or value equals to green. Then we will click on that specific web element. So it will click only if the value is yellow, or value is orange, or the value is green. For these three condition only, it will click on that specific checkbox. So now let's execute this file. So it is launching the website. Maximizing the window, and if you see, it's clicked on yellow, orange and green. So only three checkboxes are selected. That's how we can use specific checkboxes from our list, right? So there are 6 checkboxes and we have used conditions to check only yellow, orange and green one. So this is how we have checked for multiple checkboxes based on choice. Now next is, I want to select only last 2 checkboxes. I want to select only last 2 checkboxes. So from this, I want to select only last 2. That means green and purple. So I want to select only green and purple. Now there are 6 color checkboxes. I want to select only green and purple. So there is one formula for that. So I will again use, let's minimize it. So what I will do, let's go to PyCharm. Selecting last 2 checkboxes. I want to select only last 2 checkboxes. I'm just commenting this part of code. So I want to select last 2 checkboxes. So if you see here, my elements, it is storing all the checkboxes. And let's try to print by using len function. We can see how many elements are there. So I am just putting use len function, print total elements present, and let's execute this file to check the output. So now it is executing the file, maximizing it, and it should print the output. So total element present are 6. There are total 6 checkboxes. Now what we will do, we want to print last 2 checkboxes. So in that case, if you see, there are total 6 elements are present in my elements list, and list index starts from 0. So in that case, this is red is present at 0 index position, yellow is present at first, blue is present at second, orange is present at third index, green is present at fourth, and purple is present at fifth index. So we want to select fourth and fifth index. Those are the last 2 elements. And what is the length here? 6 is a length. So what we can do is, we can simply write one logic here. We can write the formula by using range function. For I in range function, starting value we want to give is, let's say, length of my elements. This value is 6, right? So this value is 6, overall length is 6, and we want to check out from 4th position, right? We have seen here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Green is at 4th, purple is at 5th. So we want to find out 4th and 5th one. So last 2 elements we want to find out. So total length minus 2, that means total length is 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So if I write here length of my elements minus 2, comma, length of my elements. This is the starting index for range function. This is the starting index, and this is the ending index. So what is start and end index here? So starting index is 6 minus 2, that is 4, and end index is length of overall, right? So what is the length we have seen? 6 is a length, and we know that range function is exclusive of the starting index. That means it will not include 4 and 4. It will not include 4. So basically it will include 5th element. If you use range function by using starting index as 4, end index as 6, that means which elements it will count? It will count 5th and 6th one. That means 5th one and 6th one. So green and purple will be considered, right? So 6 minus 2, basically 4, right? So total length is 6 minus 2, 4, and end index is 6. So after that, let's put my elements, then we can use I dot click. We want to click on them. So now let's execute this file. It should click last 2 elements, last 2 checkboxes. So it is launching the website. See, green and purple got clicked, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th position. 4th and 5th position got clicked. So this is how we can use last 2 elements to be clicked, last 2 checkboxes to be clicked. Now next scenario is selecting first 2 checkboxes. I want to select first 2 checkboxes, that is red and yellow. I want to select red and yellow. So I am just closing this open browsers. I want to select first 2 checkboxes. So slight modification in this logic. So if I want to select, I am just commenting this code. Selecting first two checkboxes. I want to select first two checkboxes. So I will again use for I in range function, and I will not give the starting index. So by default 0 will be considered as a starting index, 0 and 1. So I want to select 0, that is red, and 1, that is yellow, because list index starts from 0. So red is at 0th position, yellow is at first position. I want to find out red and yellow and click on them. So first two elements. So what I will do, I will write starting index. I don't write starting index, so by default it will be considered as 0, and then I will put length of my elements minus, no minus, I think you can simply put length of my element, that is the end index. Starting index will be considered as 0. So for I in range, and then we will put one condition, if I less than 2. So if I is less than 2, that means I is 0 and I is 1. For only couple of starting checkboxes it will make this condition as a true. Then we can simply click on I dot click. Not I, if I less than 2, and then we can simply use my elements. We can put I here dot click. So this is the condition which we have added. So if I want to select only first two checkboxes, what I am doing here, initially I will be 0. So for 0 this condition will become true. It will click on that first checkbox. In next iteration I value will become 1. So I is less than 2. So this condition becomes true. So it will click on second checkboxes. In next iteration I value will become 2. But 2 is not less than 2. That means this condition will become false. So it will not click on further checkboxes, right? So now let's execute this code and let's see whether it clicks on the first checkboxes or not. It is launching the browser. And it is clicking on first two checkboxes. If you see, it has clicked on this first two checkboxes. So I'm just closing it. Now let's say I want to select first three checkboxes. So I will just put condition as I is less than 3. So now let's again execute this file. So it will select first three checkboxes. It will select first three checkboxes. See, it has selected first three checkboxes. So this is how we can select first few checkboxes or last few checkboxes. So far we have seen these scenarios. Now last scenario is uncheck all the checkboxes. Now let's say I want to uncheck all the checkboxes. I want to make all the checkboxes clear. Now there is one thing. Let's say there is possibility that some of the checkboxes might be already selected, or some of the checkboxes might not be selected. So at the end what I want to do is I want to uncheck all the checkboxes. That means checkboxes which are already selected, I want to uncheck them. If the checkbox is not selected at all, we don't have to uncheck them. If you perform uncheck on them, it will actually check, it will make them as selected. So here we want to add one condition. So I want to make all the checkboxes clear. So now let's see how to make that. So the next scenario which we are seeing is unselecting all checkboxes. I want to unselect all the checkboxes. So I will just comment this code. Now here we are storing all the checkboxes in my elements by using driver.findElements. After that what I will do is I will write the code like this. For I in, let's say I, or you can use anything, we can use element in my elements, I will add one condition. If the condition to check whether that checkbox is already selected or not. So what is that condition? We have already seen in previous session. If element dot is selected, if it is already selected, then only click on it, right? If it is already selected, then only we want to make uncheck, right? Then only we want to unselect them, then only we will click on them. So if element is already selected, then click on it so that it will unselect it. And with the elements which are already unselected, checkboxes which are already not checked, they will remain as it is. So now let's execute this file. So if you see, they are already not selected, so that's why we will not be able to see actual unselection happening. So what I will do is, I will first select all of them. So I will just write code to select all of them, right? So we have seen the code to select all the elements, right? So what I will do, so first I will select and then I will unselect them. So to select, what is the code? So we can simply write for ele in my elements. So this part of the code will select all the checkboxes, and then we will provide some, let's say, time.sleep, so that we can actually see them by getting unselected. We will put the time.sleep as 4 seconds. So it will hold the script for 4 seconds, and after that this part of the code will basically unselect them. So now let's execute this file. So let's execute this code. So now it is launching the website. It will maximize the window. If you see, all of them are selected first, and then all of them are getting unselected, right? I will just closing it, and let's run one more time. So this part of code will select all the checkboxes, then it will wait for 4 seconds, and then it will execute unselection, right? So it will, let's execute one more time. Now it is selecting all the checkboxes. It will wait for 4 seconds. Then it will check whatever is selected, it is unselecting it. So this is how we can uncheck all the checkboxes. So this is how we have seen how to select specific checkbox, how to select all the checkboxes, how to select multiple checkboxes based on choice, how to select last 2 or first 2 checkboxes, and how to uncheck all the checkboxes. So that's all about checkboxes. In coming session, we will see some interesting topic. So kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos.